Alright, all you listeners to the madness, and I guess you snow collectors out there tonight, welcome back to Under the Radar. And yes, I said it, ladies and gentlemen, it is currently snowing as we speak right now, and I got a feeling it has something to do with everybody saying it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas for the past 3 weeks since Halloween. So whatever happens next, and if you're stuck on the highway out there, just remember what it's really starting to begin to look like. The Snow Olympics. But besides those Snow Olympics, folks, I think it's time for us to break down what's going to happen on this first week of AC December for another edition of the Radar Report. And to kick things off for the Tuesday night special for this week, we revisit the Wheel of Misfortune for a very special edition of As Seen on TV. And I got a feeling to wrap up this decade properly, folks, we're gonna probably use the Wheel of Misfortune a little bit more often than necessary. Also, besides that, we review where Monday Night Raw is taking place and what sort of action that's gonna happen on it. And even during the whole thing, Dan the Weatherman Stu is gonna try to figure out if we're gonna get any more snow for another edition of the Weather Update. And apparently, according to Dan the Weatherman Stu, he's not too entirely sure if he's gonna be able to show up since his car doesn't have snow tires. Well, to answer back on that, Dan the Weatherman Stu, you own a bus. You can make your way here to do the show. I don't want to seem like one of those guys who are a jerk to tell somebody to come in during inclement weather, but yeah, he owns a bus with snow tires on it, just saying. Then for the middle of this week, folks, we will try, and I'll say it again, try to have a very special edition of a work in progress, where we will be talking about a couple of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst news and a couple of other things that we were able to get midst of this whole Black Friday / Cyber Monday that just recently passed us by. And we've got a couple of cool things to upgrade the studio here for Music Village headquarters. Then fast forward to this upcoming Friday's edition of Music Village, which we completely forgot is going to be a milestone episode, folks. We will not only tell you guys what we have planned for this year's AC December, but also alongside with it, folks, we will do a very special edition of not only the Friday Night Greenlight, but since we don't have an episode of the Indie Radio Arcade that weekend, we will also include, just for you fans out there, a very special edition of Flash Mania. And according to the Maestro, a couple of the games will be coming from the website of FreeGamePlanet.com. And oh, speaking of Free Game Planet, to circle back to a work in progress that may be taking place in the middle of the week or this upcoming Saturday, we will also include a couple of cool games that you can play on Flash sites on that website as well for a work in progress as well. Just to bring you guys up to speed on what's happened during this week, or what's going to happen, since we have a flux capacitor and can travel back and forth through time. And with this week's set of plans properly explained with a couple of surprises along the way, I think it's time for us to head back into this music and continue to listen into these diamonds in the rough as Under the Radar continues right after this. So don't go shoveling your driveways just yet, folks, and stay tuned.